Vitamin A plays a quietly vital role in supporting respiratory health, helping to maintain the strength and resilience of the lungs and airways. Although it's often celebrated for its contributions to vision, skin, and immune function, vitamin A also serves as a cornerstone of the body's defense system in the respiratory tract, where it helps preserve the integrity of mucous membranes and reduce susceptibility to infection. This function is especially critical in an age where air quality concerns, respiratory illnesses, and chronic conditions like asthma and COPD are becoming increasingly common. The respiratory system is constantly exposed to the external environment. With every breath, we draw in not only oxygen but also a range of potential irritants, pollutants, pathogens, allergens, and dust particles. The mucous membranes lining the nose, throat, trachea, and bronchial passages form the first physical barrier against these intruders. These membranes are coated with a thin layer of mucus that captures harmful particles, while the underlying epithelial cells help move them out of the body through processes like coughing and sneezing. Vitamin A is essential for maintaining the health, thickness, and function of these linings. Without adequate vitamin A, the epithelial cells can become dry, damaged, or dysfunctional, impairing their ability to protect the lungs effectively. One of the primary ways vitamin A supports respiratory health is by promoting the differentiation and maintenance of epithelial cells, the very cells that line the respiratory tract. It helps ensure these cells develop correctly and stay capable of producing the mucus that traps pathogens. More than just structural, these cells also help regulate immune responses, acting as sentinels that detect threats and signal immune cells to respond. By keeping the respiratory lining well-nourished and intact, vitamin A helps prevent pathogens from penetrating deeper into the lungs where they can cause serious infections. This is especially important in children, older adults, and individuals with compromised immune systems who are more vulnerable to conditions like pneumonia, bronchitis, and influenza. In fact, vitamin A deficiency is a well-recognized risk factor for increased respiratory infections in young children, particularly in low-resource settings where malnutrition is prevalent. Supplementing vitamin A in these populations has been shown to significantly reduce the incidence and severity of respiratory illnesses, often leading to lower mortality rates from infections that would otherwise be life-threatening. In chronic respiratory diseases such as asthma or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, vitamin A may play a helpful, though more supportive, role. These conditions are characterized by ongoing inflammation, tissue remodeling, and heightened immune activity. While vitamin A doesn't cure these diseases, its anti-inflammatory and mucosal protective properties may contribute to better symptom control and reduced flare-ups by helping maintain epithelial integrity and moderating immune responses. The lungs are also highly vulnerable to oxidative stress, especially from air pollution and tobacco smoke. Vitamin A, particularly through its precursor beta-carotene, provides antioxidant protection that can help neutralize free radicals in the lungs. This adds an additional layer of defense against long-term damage, supporting lung function and resilience. Beta-carotene-rich foods such as carrots, pumpkins, red bell peppers, and dark leafy greens provide this benefit naturally, and the body converts only as much as it needs into active vitamin A, minimizing the risk of excess. For individuals who are frequently exposed to respiratory stressors, whether due to urban living, allergens, or occupational hazards, ensuring a steady intake of vitamin A can be a proactive measure for lung health. It fortifies the body's natural barriers, helps manage inflammation, and supports the immune system's ability to fight off respiratory pathogens before they can take hold. In sum, vitamin A serves as a quiet guardian of the respiratory system, upholding the integrity of mucous membranes and helping to fend off infections that can compromise breathing and overall health. Its presence in the lungs is not loud or dramatic, but rather steady and essential, like a well-built foundation that allows more complex systems to function smoothly. When we nourish our bodies with vitamin A through a colorful, balanced diet, we're not just investing in stronger vision or smoother skin, we're supporting the very breath of life.